Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We are here at 8th Cloud Expo, New York. I have with me Tim Negris from 1010 Data. Welcome aboard, Tim.
Hello, Jeremy. Good to see you.
And welcome aboard 1010 Data, because it's your debut at a Cloud Expo. How's it been for you?
That's right. It's been the first one, and we've been swamped. Oh, we've been much busier than I expected to be.
I like to hear that. Swamped is good.
Yeah, swamped is very good.
But swamped with what? Because that's really the key to a good show, isn't it? Who has been swamping you, and has it been worthwhile from a business perspective?
Right. Good question. Well, first of all, let me say what we do. We provide a cloud-based platform to enable quantitative analysts to directly interact with and analyze extremely large amounts of data. And so at a show like this, of course, cloud is the main point. And we've been a cloud vendor from the start for 10 years now, so we have a lot of experience in this business. But what I found to be a pleasant surprise was how many people that came by the booth and talked to us at length were looking at the cloud in terms of applying it to very specific things, and many of them having to do with what to do with large amounts of data. So we've had quite a few very productive actual sales discussions, which I didn't expect to have. I thought it would be much more of a branding experience, but it's turned out to be quite relevant to our business.
Welcome to the World of Cloud Expo, because actually all that earlier inquiry and the tire kicking, that's happened over the previous 7. 8th is all about actually deploying, selling, doing business.
Right. As I've noticed, it's as I said before, I think it's about finding what the cloud is good for, not just what the cloud is. And big data applications is a natural thing. You've got a lot of data. It's hard to manage on your own infrastructure, and you got to put it somewhere to make it easy for other people to get at it. Big data is about sharing, and analysis is about sharing. And so the cloud is a natural thing for that.
Let's tell people a little bit more about 1010 Data, Tim, because having just claimed, as I heard you say, a 10-year-old cloud vendor, that's an interesting claim, but I know what you mean. Right. Where does the name come from? Is these orders of magnitude?
Sure.
That's a yes. We'll just pass that one by. But you feel you've been sort of cloudified from the get-go?
Oh, yes. The company was conceived as an internet-based service, and in the early days, people thought that the principals were crazy, because it involved telling customers to give us billions of rows of your data and let us put it in our cloud. And a number of customers started out keeping the data in their infrastructure, and they just decided it was too much trouble and ended up putting it in our cloud. So in many ways, we're a real champion for the safety of data in the cloud. We function as a fiduciary. We take that role very, very responsibly and very seriously. And so, as a result, over the years, we've come to call it cloud, of course. No one was calling anything cloud 10 years ago. But it has been, in effect, a cloud service from the start.
You've been the canary down the cloud mine.
Well, I don't like that one. The canary dies if there's trouble. No, I think...
Just saying.
The business has found us. It's a natural thing to do with big data when you want to analyze it, and so it hasn't been. We haven't had to be too evangelical. It's more like the world is finally catching up.
Right. What would someone say if they come to 1010.com, 1010data.com? What are they going to find there? White papers, use cases?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. We have a lot of very happy customers that are very anxious to tell their story. So there are, just as you said, white papers, customer stories. And we're just relaunching the site today to coincide with our debut at Cloud Expo. So the new site should be online this evening.
Perfect time for an extreme makeover. What would be your favorite customer story, maybe amid all of those, or perhaps it's not even online?
Well, there's a couple of customers that are doing the same thing, and it's a very modern notion. They are taking all their retail customers. They accumulate billions of records every year of point-of-sale transaction data, and they're taking that huge amount of data and creating their own commercial data clouds for their suppliers to analyze. And so they are making the data available online. They're making analytical tools available online. They're making prepared reports available online. so that a consumer packaged goods brand can just log in and see not only how their own products are doing in those stores, but also how a competitor's product is doing in those stores. So the cloud is being used to democratize the business, and the retailer, of course, gets the best performance out of both of those or all of those suppliers. So I think that's a very exciting development when people are managing big data in the cloud to the point of where they're actually creating new products out of it. It's becoming an economy unto itself, and we find that very exciting.
For sure, as we do at Cloud Expo, because it's fueling the growth of this whole thing. Thanks so much, Tim Negris, for talking with us. Go to 1010data.com, see some of those resources Tim was talking about, and hopefully we'll see you in November.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully you'll be joining us again out there on the World Wide Web.